Look at all these people out here. They hungry and shit, you know. Niggas working, getting this money. You know what I'm saying? If you need me to come guest chef at your motherfucking spot, holla at me. Let me know what city I'm coming through. Cooking up. We got the smash burgers going off tonight. You know, I'm tired already though, but you know, I love cooking for the people. So if y'all need me to pull up, let me know where.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Machiavelli, and I don't know if you recognize the person of the video that just played. He's been out of everybody's radar for years, you know what I'm saying? But he had a big point back in 2014. He had amazing songs. Well, he had one big hit, a couple other hits, but like he had this crazy hit. And you know, I used to play back in the day, like 2015, 2016 with my boys all the time. And that's Tuesday by I Love Makonnen. So this motherfucker right here, you know, he went from having one of the biggest hits in the world, getting signed by the biggest artist, the most streamed artist in the world, to go in and flipping burgers at a fast food restaurant probably. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to see a rapper going all the way from being like a superstar and getting a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, and end up working a regular 9-to-5 job, especially in the fast food world. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're gonna touch on that, whether it's true, whether it's fake, whether this guy's trying to make a comeback and trying to make a stunt, you know what I'm saying, by trying to, you know, make it seem like he's working a job and he's been doing it for a while. I don't know, bro, but I mean, it leaves us questions, it leaves us remaining. Of course, we know the Drake and the OVO camp, they have a history of doing dirty to artists. Not doing it dirty, but, you know, blowing up people, hopping on songs, blowing them up, making them crazy hits. And then the people that were on the hit, they basically disappear. They never get the level of success. They never get the backup they need. They never get the proper support from the label they need, and they ended up getting washed away. We see it with Makonnen. He got shelved out of OVO. He got signed back in 2014. I don't know if you guys know the story shit, but I Love Makonnen released Tuesday. So this song, and then Drake hopped on the remix, and the remix blew up. It's a crazy record. Like, and Makonnen is better than Drake on the record. And then he got signed to OVO. I think he released 3 projects under them, and he got shelved. I haven't heard. I know I went through his Spotify before doing the video, and I knew he got some projects under them, but he got shelved. Those projects didn't make, like, they were really not popping at all. And he got some good songs. I went through them before doing the video, but it didn't make, you know, the name that it wasn't as popular. None of the songs as Tuesday was, you know, and it wasn't ringing off. You know, I never heard none of these songs apart from Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? And that just speaks on how OVO has been with his artists, you know, signing him up and then always serving as something for Drake. You know what I'm saying? Same for Party Next Door. Party Next Door, he's a very talented artist. He has a name for himself because he's good. He's amazing. He's a very good singer. I think he sings way much better than Drake, and he could have been to like a Weekend level, but no. You know, he got signed to OVO, and he always served as Drake's, you know, as like an ally to Drake, as a sidekick to Drake, but he never got to that level. You know what I'm saying? He probably wrote hooks for Drake. He wrote songs for Drake. He gave him songs, but he basically never, you know, the label never pushed him because Drake was always supposed to be at the top. You know what I'm saying? The one person that didn't happen to was The Weeknd, because The Weeknd went on and he gave Drake, I think, a couple records out of Take Care. I think he gave him Cruel Love, if I'm not mistaken. You know, it's probably one of my favorite songs out of Take Care. It's an amazing record, but I know that it was, I'm pretty sure it's that one. Yeah. That song, he basically gave it to Drake, and Drake was, do you want to sign? He offered him a deal. He said, no, I'm not signing under Drake, because Drake's always going to be up there at the top, and all the other rappers are not going to be able to top him. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be the same case when Lil Wayne signed Drake and Nicki, that they became bigger than Lil Wayne was, or at the same level. Nobody in OVO managed to get Drake. They all fell down, even the writers, bro. Quentin Miller, we all know that story. He tried to, you know, he wrote a lot for If You're Reading This Is Too Late for Drake, wrote a lot of the records, but he never ever made it as a rapper. And he was always there as a songwriter. Anyways, he got shelved, and after years, like I think it was around 2022, 2023, he came very close with youngboy, NBA youngboy. And he didn't need to be homies with him. You know, NBA youngboy was in house arrest. He was already huge, popping. You know, he had everything in the world, you know what I'm saying? He was signed, had millions of dollars, all the hit songs. He didn't need Makonnen for nothing, you know? So that leads you to think it deserved to be, you know, it's real. They have a real relationship. But once the industry knew that he was working with Youngboy because they released a record together, everybody started coming back. Metro started hitting him up, Sway Lee, the people that originally had worked with him and came up with him. He said that they abandoned him when he wasn't popping anymore. And now that he went back with Youngboy, everybody trying to come back, you know? And bro, you know, that just tells you it's fake. But again, you know, this guy tying it all together, he's always been in and out of hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? And with somebody as big as NBA Youngboy, you know, and doing a record with him, you're going to at least get a little bit of back. You know what I'm saying? Even though your splits is fucked, even though your business side of whatever deal you make is not good, being paired up with an artist like that, and having with NBA Youngboy and Drake, with being associated, having records with both of these guys, and you're not getting nothing, that leads you to think like, he really screwed up, or is it all the play? Because bro, working cook, it don't make much money. You know, it's not like you're working a cook in a five, you know, in a hotel or in a restaurant, you know, 5-star Michelin, whatever. You're working at a fast food joint over the counter, you know what I'm saying, that you're just giving the food away to people. It's not a profession, you know, a very high status job that is going to pay you well. I don't think going over the top generous, I don't think it pays more than $30 an hour, to be honest. That's being very generous. You know what I'm saying? And he's not getting that from any of the residuals. He may probably have 100 songs across all streaming platforms. I think on Spotify he has around 1 million monthly listeners, something like that. And on YouTube he also got a little bit of you know, motion going on. On other streaming platforms we don't got the numbers, but tying them all together, he's not making ends meet with that amount of money with a hit song from 10 years ago. They probably got almost 1 billion streams. Bro, you know, unless he really made some stupid financial decisions, it's like, come on, like, you're working on that straight, you know, cannot your rich friends help you out? But this is my opinion. My point of view is, if you had to do this, then salute to you, bro. If you're really working this job because you need the money, you need to maintain yourself, and you're doing it because you gotta support and you gotta eat, I salute you, bro. Like, that's what real mature people do. And he don't care like showing it to social media. He don't care about showing it off. He don't care about, you know, accepting it. It is what he's doing, and he owns it. And that's great in a world that trashes that type of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Social media is all about, oh, you know, you gotta work from home, or you gotta get your own shit, you gotta be an entrepreneur, you gotta do this. It's like, this motherfucker's working a 9-to-5 job, flipping burgers, and he got no shame about it. That's some real shit. You know what I'm saying? That's real. Another theory people might have is, he probably is doing it because he want to do it. He want to get out. He's sick of, you know, the industry. He's sick of whatever's going on. He's sick of anything. You know what I'm saying? Something's going on in his life. He want to get out the house. He want to keep busy. He probably likes to cook. You know what I'm saying? So it makes him happy. It makes him happy. I don't know. Whatever the reasons are. You know, throughout life or throughout history in music, we've had famous people or famous rappers that have made it to the top doing some weird side jobs that regular people do. You know, Capadonna from the Wu-Tang Clan was spotted driving taxis back in 2003 because he was so sick of the money. His marriage broke apart. You know, he feuded with the Wu. It was a total mess, and he was seen driving around a taxi, bro, because he felt like that. You know what I'm saying? They bring peace of mind, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I salute to him if that's the case. The other scenario could be that this guy's making a comeback, and he's trying to shock the world by going in and pretending he has a 9-to-5 job. He probably go quit tomorrow. He probably doesn't even work there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if people have taken pictures with him. They have recorded him outside from that specific day. They spotted him around. You know, who's going to question the validity of it? You know what I'm saying? Who's going to know that actually credible that he actually got hired and he's working there for a while? You don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it leaves us to question, what is it real? Is it not? If it's not, then he's probably gonna make a comeback. He's probably gonna, you know, release some records. He's probably try to get a little buzz with him. Next week we probably might, you know, completely forget. He probably might be at odds with Drake. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to add fuel to the fire, saying that, yo, I was under Drake and now I ended up flipping burgers. And then the people are gonna go with the narrative of saying, oh, this guy he started with Drake and he ended up flipping burgers. That's the reputation Drake's gonna get. He might be at beef with him, I don't know. It's a lot of questions to be answered, but you know, it's just an interesting story to see. You know what I'm saying? From any potential angle you could touch it on is a very interesting thing to cover. Whether it's fake, whether he's doing it because he want to make a comeback, whether it's him genuinely needing money for a job, whether it's him trying to set up for a drop or try to get his name busting, whether it's him trying to bring Drake down. Anything of it is very, very interesting. That's my opinion on it. That's my 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? I'm very eager to see if somebody's gonna chip in, if he's gonna, you know, people are still gonna go around that restaurant and record, trying to see if, you know, he actually works in there and if he's gonna stick with it or not. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm pretty sure that his streams are gonna get up with all the publicity he's getting from all the content creators and the commentators in YouTube. And I'll keep you guys updated on the next video if something pops up. 1.